Everybody, I have not done a New Year post. I know I'm late, but over the holidays I was like literally just relaxing. So now the kids are back out to school, and I was like, let me just make a blog post, my New Year post. So I'm gonna do a video. I always say it's gonna be short, and then I start talking, and then it's ridiculously long. So it's supposed to be short, but I'm very sorry if it does get long. So my blog post is basically inspired by a meme that I kept on seeing around New Year's Day. So everybody's talking about how oh boy, everybody get ready for the New Year, New Me post, and then 2 days later you're back to your old self. So basically on social media around New Year's, we see two different kinds of posts. We see that one, New Year, New Me. And we also see people asking what your New Year's resolutions are, or people telling you what your New Year's resolutions are, what their New Year's resolutions are. So I personally, I used to jump on that bandwagon. It's something that we're accustomed to seeing, so I would do the same thing. But recently I decided that it's not really applicable to my life. I really don't think it makes sense for me to make those exact posts and those exact words, because let's take the first one. New Year, New Me. So like literally, are you telling me that the 1st of January comes and poof, like, oh my God, like I totally think I should be a new person. Yes, it's gonna start today. Like, are you honestly only reflecting at the end of the year, or that you need to change, or assessing yourself? Like for me, honestly, every day is a new me. Okay, I challenge myself every day to be a better woman than I was the day before, and I work towards this. I don't like static. I don't like stagnant stuff that is not changing. I lose interest in it. It drives me crazy. Like, I love change. So I mean, every day I challenge myself to be a new me. So it's like, new day, new me. I don't wait till New Year's for that to happen. You know what I think about that? Like, I'm a constant work in progress. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. I have a lot of, character flaws, all kinds of stuff, so I'm always working towards that. Like, when I think about that New Year, New Me post, now it's the wording I have problems with. When I think about that, you know what I envision? I envision an artist who is painting this beautiful masterpiece. With every stroke that this artist makes, the art piece becomes even more beautiful. You're just telling yourself, you know what, this is so beautiful. I know that when he's finished, this is going to be a masterpiece. It's going to be awesome. And then all of a sudden, the 1st of January comes. He's not finished this piece of artwork, right? But the 1st of January comes and he pushes it aside and gets a new canvas and starts painting a new picture. Now, for me, that's absurd. You have a perfectly amazing masterpiece, just finish it. So that's the whole New Year, New Me thing. Like, are you really a new you just at that point in time? New Year's resolutions. So the second post that we always see, New Year's resolutions. I honestly try not, I don't think I've ever posted about like what my New Year's resolutions are. Especially nowadays, I don't. Because in all honesty, I'll be honest with you. Honest. 2 years ago, I made promises to myself, right? So it wasn't just verbal promise or mental promise. I literally had goals, and I call them promises to myself, that I typed up on the computer and I printed them, and I put them in places in my house that I frequent, like that I'm always around. So the one that I see the most, because y'all know I'm a makeup junkie, the one that I see the most, the copy that I see the most, is in my room by my mirror where I do my makeup. Okay, so they're promises that I made to myself, right? So I made promises to myself. I wrote them down on paper. I had them typed up because you will see in one of my IG posts, I really think that there's so much importance in writing things down. Like, I feel like that's the like first step to materialization. It's the first step to reality. When you write it down, it becomes more real, right? So I wrote these promises down on a piece of paper because seeing them on paper and then I signed it was like I had a contract, right? Like I had a contract with myself. These are the things that I promised to do for myself, and I'm going to upkeep it because I have to, because it's a promise. I don't like to break promises, and it's on paper, it's signed, it's a contract. All right, so that's what I did. I wrote them down. Also, I don't like resolutions because honestly, like New Year's resolutions, when you are declaring these New Year's resolutions, have you completed the ones that you said you declared on Facebook that you were going to do last year? Like, I find it hard to believe because most people, they don't. Like, they start off all hot and sweaty in New Year and they don't follow through with it. So, like, why give yourself a deadline? Why have these resolutions? I have these promises that I made to myself typed up. I'm going to show you them here. I made these promises to myself and I didn't put a deadline on it because honestly, putting deadlines on things, it puts pressure on you, and putting pressure on yourself increases stress. And I don't work well under stressful conditions, so I didn't give myself a timeline. I just have things that I wanted to accomplish for myself that I promised myself, and I'm still working on them. So the new year came and I didn't throw this list away. I'm still working on it because these are promises that I made to myself. I've got to follow through with that. So I have 10 things on here, and it's funny because I look at it now, and back then it seems so far-fetched. I had these 10 promises to myself, and I was like, you know, it's honestly probably going to take me a long time to, you know, fulfill these promises. So I have 10. Number 1, I will finish my MA in theology. So I've done all the courses, and I'm working on the thesis, so I'm almost there. I will make more time for myself. That was my promise number 2. Why? Because I constantly put people before myself and invest all of me into other people. And I honestly didn't make time for myself. I didn't make time to do the things that made me happy. Because I'd really like to see other people happy. So I wasn't making time for myself. And so I wasn't even growing as much as I could because I wasn't doing the things that I loved. So I was like, you know what? I need to make time for myself. That was my second promise. Third, I will be in charge of my own happiness. I will do what makes me happy. So for a long time, I was unhappy. Why? Because I honestly thought that it was up to the people in my life who claimed that they love me. It was up to them to make me happy. So I was looking to whatever guy I was dating to make me happy. I was looking to my friends, you know, to make me happy. And, you know, I've been disappointed in my life before, and it has made me unhappy. And then I said to myself one day, you know what? I'm going to take charge of my happiness. My father always says, don't let anybody steal your joy. I was like, I need to make myself happy. I need to do whatever it is that I need to do to make myself happy. I can't count on other people to make me happy. So that was my promise to myself, my third promise, and I'm actually doing that now. Number 4 was I will not allow anyone to make me cry unless it's tears of joy. I am passionate. I love with my all. And, you know, honestly, I am so emotional that if someone that I loved said something to me that wasn't nice, or, you know, just any little thing that was negative, because I love positivity. Any little thing that was negative would make me cry. I was crying all the time. So I said to myself, you know what? I am not going to allow anybody to control me to the extent where they're making me cry. The only time I want to cry or allow anybody else to make me cry is if they're doing something that brings joy to my heart. So if someone asks me to marry them, maybe I will cry. Yes, I will cry. Why am I lying? I will cry. When my daughter graduated from high school and she walked across that stage, I cried tears of joy. Those kind of tears I'm willing to shed, but I am not going to allow anybody else to make me cry because of animosity. Number 5, I will not allow anyone to change me. I will stay true to myself. A lot of these promises I made to myself are related to each other. Because I care about others so much, and I absorb, I lose myself in other people. I really value what other people think of me and what they have to say about me. And it caused me to change who I really was. I was basically ignoring the intrinsic Sabby and conditioning myself to be the Sabby that people wanted me to be. I remember a man in my life literally once telling me, you know what, you're too happy and you're too nice. You can't be too nice because people won't believe that you're this nice. They're going to think you're being fake. And he was like, I know you're nice, but people are not going to believe that you're nice and they're going to think you're fake. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I took that into consideration, and I was literally trying to not be as nice. I was trying to be a little bit, less bubbly, a little bit gangster, because I'm like, okay, this is what he thinks, then, that's what I should do. And it was killing me. It's so hard to be something that you're not. It is so time consuming, energy consuming. Like it's a thought process to be something that you're not. It is so much easier to just be who you are, who God made you to be. So I said to myself, I am not going to let anybody change who I am. I am Sabby. I am exactly the way I am supposed to be, so I will continue to be that way. And whoever thinks I'm fake, that's fine. You could stay away from me. But the people that really know me and really love me know that I am happy. I love to help others. I love to laugh even when it's inappropriate. I'm laughing because I just love to. Number 6, similar to other ones, I will learn to put myself first sometimes. As a mom, you honestly think that your responsibility as a mother is to always put your kids first. And I mean, there's some things, yes, you have to put your kids first because you're responsible and they did not ask to be here. But I mean, there are times you need to take care of you first, okay? Because if you're not happy and you're not good, you cannot love other people efficiently. You cannot be all that you can be for other people if you're not replenishing yourself. So I was like, you know what? I need to put myself first sometimes. Number 7, I will take better care of my health. And in brackets, I have remembered to take multivitamins and drink more water because I was so absorbed into other people and putting everybody first. I was literally putting my health aside. Like, I'll go to a doctor's appointment, okay, later, because I have work, I have stuff to do with the kids, I have to volunteer here, volunteer there. And I was literally not making sure I was healthy. And so I started taking multivitamins, and I really try my best to take them. I put them somewhere where I can see them, and I take them. I have a water cooler in my house, so I'm like always drinking water. So I'm really trying to take better care of my health. Furthermore, anybody who knows me knows that I don't like the gym. I was athletic back in the days. Please believe me, like basketball is life for me. I played every sport in high school. I liked to do track and field. Like, I love sports, but I don't like going to the gym. I don't like saying I'm just going to go work out, right? So, and for a long time, I didn't have time. I didn't make the time to actually take care of my health and my fitness. But I am really changing. I joined Form Studios. I joined and have a membership there now, and I'm like religiously going to the Soca Fit class. Like, I am going there today. I have so much fun, and I'm taking care of me physically and mentally, and it's honestly an awesome thing. Number 8 is so special to me because at the time when I was making these promises to myself, I thought number 8 and number 9 would be so far ahead in the future. I thought this was some like a 10-year plan, you know what I mean? So it's really special to me because number 8 and number 9 have come to pass already, and it's such a blessing. So number 8 is I will figure out what my gifts from God are, develop them, and then start my own business using these gifts. So when I made this list, I was just thinking, I want to start a business, I want to be my own boss. But at that time, when you're thinking business, you're thinking, okay, I need to it's got to make money somehow, right? And what kind of business can I start that has not been started already? And, what business am I starting? So then I prayed about it, and then it came to me that for it to be a rewarding business for myself, or like for a business to be rewarding, it has to actually come from your gifts. Like, what is it that you were put on earth to do? What is your purpose here? If you have a business, or if you have a business that revolves around your gifts, are you ever working a day in your life? No, it's your natural inclination to do these things. So it's effortless. It's great. So I figured that I've got to figure out what my gifts are, and then go from there in terms of starting a business. So I thought about it. I'm like, well, I could do makeup, but then I was a makeup artist. I guess I still consider myself a makeup artist. But what bothered me about that was that people were coming to me to do their makeup because like they couldn't do makeup. And they're so happy with themselves at that point in time when I've piled on makeup on their face. And then they can't, it's like a temporary fix. They're not happy with who they are, and they cannot do the makeup like a makeup artist. So then it's like you almost bring them even lower when they're just like, I can't do what you did to my face, So it kind of bothered me that I was, you know what I mean, like giving a temporary fix to someone who wanted to feel beautiful, when I looked at them and knew like, you're a beautiful person. You don't need all this makeup. Like, I know I put on a whole bunch of makeup. Lord knows I have fun with it, but I just mean as a job, I didn't want to make my whole life around doing makeup, like, I don't know. I love it as a pastime. Trust me, it's fun. It's art, right? It's really like art. But like I said, I had problems with not the ones who are just like, oh, I'm going somewhere and I want to look different. That's fine. But I've done makeup on people where it was really that they were not happy with who they were, and they were trying to get away from their natural physical state by using makeup, and I didn't feel good about that, right? So gifts, doing makeup as a business, it really wasn't for me. Although I love makeup, I love makeup, we know this, but as a business and 24/7 into it, it wasn't for me. So then I had to think about other gifts that I have. What can I do? What was it that I do? And reflecting on my list and thinking about what I strive to be, what am I good at? I'm good at loving people. What am I good at? I'm good at caring about people. What am I good at? I'm good at being a voice for the people that are silenced, the people that go unheard. I'm good at making the majority support the minority. I'm just good at supporting people. Like it's just my natural nature, right? I am only happy when others are happy. That's why I'm always constantly having to remind myself to put myself first, take care of myself or whatever, because my happiness lies in other people's happiness. Like if you're good, I am good. If the collective is good, I am awesome. Like that is what my gifts are. Some people they're selfish. They're not selfless, they're selfish. They don't know how to care for other people. And I have that gift that I genuinely care about other people. So then I've put together all of that. And number 9 is I will work hard towards becoming my own boss. So like I said, when I made this list 2 years ago, I didn't think that was anywhere in the near future. And on September 12th, as you guys know, 2017, I registered my own nonprofit organization. And the mission of my nonprofit organization is to help provide resources to single parents who are going to school full time. But that's not all we do. We have other programs in place, like our fall celebration, which is a celebration for kids who don't celebrate Halloween. It's a day for them to have fun, dress up, and get toys and treats and stuff like that, although they don't celebrate Halloween. So again, my passion, which is to help the minority, lift up the minority, let them know that they're important as well. We have other programs in place through our organization. It's not only single parents that we're helping. So honestly, this nonprofit organization is the beginning and the end of my dreams. Like, this is what I want to do with my life. So I've accomplished 8 and 9, and I honestly thought that would be like in my 40s, and I'm in my 30s, and I'm exactly where I want to be. Yeah, I see this gray hairs. They're absolutely. Anyways, number 10, my last one is, I will take care of my parents financially. That is the last goal or last promise that I made to myself, because my parents are my everything. They got my back. They're my left and right wing. The only reason why I can fly sometimes is because of that. My mom and dad. They support me in everything that I do. They're on my board of directors. My mom is my VP, and she takes my nonprofit organization very seriously. Every day we meet up and we talk about things, and she listens to what I have to say. And she's a teacher as well. She teaches in a business school, so she honestly takes her mom hat off and puts on her business teacher hat and supports me with my nonprofit organization. So of course, all I want to do is take care of my parents, because I wouldn't be who I am today without them. So that's my last promise that I made to myself, and I'm still working on that. Hopefully it'll happen. I'll win the lotto or something. It'll happen soon. Anyways, these are the promises that I made. So I don't do resolutions. This is what all of this came from. I don't do resolutions. I keep promises to myself. I write them down, and I'm not going to make a new list until I've finished this assignment, until I fulfilled all these promises. So it's not going to be new year, new list, or anything like that. When I finish this, I will reassess my life. I will reflect. I will think, is there anything else that I need to promise to myself, or am I good? I'm going to do that, right? But for now, this is the running list. This is my work in progress. So all this to say, let's think about the words that we're saying. Let's stop this new year, new me thing, and let's really think about what we're saying, because our words are powerful. And, let's not do resolutions. Make promises to yourself. Don't give yourself a deadline. Don't stress yourself out. All right? So what did I want to tell you to summarize things? I just said it. Choose your words wisely. Challenge yourself daily. Okay? Challenge yourself daily to be a better person. Don't wait till the year ends or anything like that. Every day, challenge yourself. Okay? Make promises to yourself. No resolutions. Just make promises, because we all know that we don't like when people break promises to us. So making a promise to yourself and writing it down and signing it is like giving yourself a contract. So make promises, not resolutions. And the last thing that I want to say in this video is, on January 1st, let's just simply be grateful and happy that the world lasted another year. Let's be happy that there was no global meltdown. Let's be happy. You guys remember the Y2K glitch? Let's just be happy that the Y2K glitch did not catch up to us, and everything, all's well. The clocks are still working. The cell phone towers are still working. Let's just be grateful for another year. Let's just be grateful for that, right? And let's not put any stress on ourselves. Let's not put any legal, binding resolutions with time limits. Just enjoy your life. Enjoy the new year. And that's it. I'm going to put up the blog post, because there's stuff that obviously I want to include, but I can't remember everything. I wrote a post about this. So if you like to read, please go and read on the blog. I will put up the website. I'd like to shout out my girl Susie from The Vault, all right, because she's awesome, okay? I have these ideas for t-shirts, promo shirts for the organization. I send her my amateur graphics and she makes these things happen, and she's so awesome. I love them. So this one is one Canadian made and Caribbean grade, www.thesho.ca. So that's what I am. I'm born and I was made in Canada, but I am Caribbean grade. What is running through my bloods, what kind of quality I am, Caribbean quality, because my parents are Trinidadian. Do I love Trinidad? Yes, I love Trinidad. Like right now that there's all this snow out there, I asked my parents, why did you come to Canada? Why did you come to Quebec? Oh, it's more opportunities and a better life for you. That's why we come up here. And I mean, for a moment, I just be like, I don't understand why. But okay, I get it. But honestly, I am Canadian made, Caribbean grade. Check out Susie at the Vault for all your printing needs. Like I have stuff that you're not even gonna like. I have so much stuff. And also look out for the SHO, our fundraising campaign. So we're going to have shirts that Susie has agreed to give us at a reduced price or whatnot, so that we can raise funds to support our programs. So the promo shirts will be a fundraising campaign. There are some that I'm probably going to do 1 or 2 designs where all the profits from the t-shirts are going to go towards funding our programs. So thank you, Susie, for putting up with my texts all hours of the day, all hours of the morning, and all of my amateur Adobe Photoshop images and my codes and stuff. Thank you so much for making my artistic dreams come true with my graphics for my t-shirts. I just want to wish everybody a happy new year, and I hope that today is a new you from the day before, and I hope tomorrow is a new you, and you just continue to be a work in progress and continue to be the best version of yourself and challenge yourself every day. Take care. Have an awesome day. I am going to go get ready for Soca Fitness at Form Studios with Tanya Parisi, right? Bye.